Number 6. The sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 165. You're supposed to find all 3 of those numbers. Let's break down a couple of those words first. Remember what sum means? Adding, right? And consecutive, you know what that means? Nobody does, it's okay. Consecutive means in order. So January, February, and March are consecutive months. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are consecutive days of the week. So give me 3 consecutive numbers.
1, 2, 3.
It's kind of boring.
What?
Pick 3 different numbers. Those are boring numbers.
5, 6, and 7.
Okay. You know how many people pick 5, 6, and 7? It's kind of weird. Why do so many people pick those numbers? Anyway, here's 3 consecutive numbers right here. If you knew what the first number was, wouldn't it be really easy to find the next 2? If I said the first number was 41, what would the next 2 numbers be? 42 and 43. That's not a hard question. But we don't know where the first one is. So the question here is to find all 3 numbers, but really we just need to find the first one because then it's really easy to count up after that. So your variable here, define your variable. You're going to write every time that x equals the first number. And then we're going to use that in our equation for our variable. Okay, sum is adding, right? The sum of these 3 consecutive numbers is 165. So that means that something plus a third something equals 165. Remember, our first number is x, so I'm going to go ahead and put x in that first bubble. And let's pretend that 5 is x. 6 is the number right after that. So 6 is 1 more than 5. So 6 we could write as x plus 1. If 5 is the first number, if x is 5, then that means 6 could be x plus 1 because it's just 1 more than that. 7 is 2 more than that. So x plus 2. So when you fill in these bubbles, the first bubble is x, that's our first number. The second bubble, x plus 1. Third bubble, x plus 2. And that's our equation. Now I need you to forget about the bubbles, I need you to forget about the numbers, just combine like terms. The x goes with the x, goes with the x. The 1 goes with the 2. So 1x plus 1x plus 1x, we get 3x. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then drop down by 165. And then we're going to solve that just like we did before. Boy, they really ought to give you more room for these problems, shouldn't they? Divided by 3, divided by 3. That's what that little scribble is. So x equals 162 divided by 3. Okay, 54. X equals 54. Is that the answer? No, it's not. Because the problem said to find all 3 numbers. You found x, so you found the first number. What's the next 2 numbers? Don't think too hard. 54 is the first number, so the next 2 are 55 and 56. That is the solution. Okay, we need all 3 of those there. This next problem is very, very similar. The sum of 4 consecutive numbers is 74. So when you set up your equation, it's going to look almost exactly the same, except we did 3 bubbles for 3 numbers. This one's going to have 4 bubbles because it's 4 numbers, and you just would continue that pattern to set up your equation. Okay? Try that one, and then turn your cup if you need.